Guys, thank you for clicking on this video. So I just filmed my foundation routine. It's a very simple, dark skin friendly and not dry skin but oily skin friendly. It's very simple, so you can if you have oily skin, you could just switch up the products that I use in terms of foundation and primer, as well as setting spray. Alright, so it's a pretty simple look, very cute. I just threw on some lashes or added some lashes to make it have that little pop. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe. So smash that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers in the next couple of weeks. So smash that subscribe button, y'all. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get to the video. Okay, so I begin with my brows. So I just brush the hairs, and I'm using a pencil, a brown pencil, to just outline my brows. And you want to get this part as neat as possible. That way when you try to clean it up, you don't have much cleanup to do, and it gives your brows a more flawless finish. So yeah, any brown eyeliner pencil can be used to do this, and it helps if it's a little soft, on the softer side, so that the wax can hold the hairs down. So I'm just using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut to just shape my brows and clean it up so that it has that flawless finish and gives my brows that sculpted look. Alright, so I'm using a flat brush for a very precise and clean line, so that my eyebrows aren't shaved or waxed. So it helps when you have a precise brush to use. So I'm just blending out I blended out the concealer so that it doesn't have any harsh lines when I put my foundation on. And I'm now priming with the LA Girl Pro Prep Primer. It's a decent primer. It blurs out any pores that you have, so it makes your face a little bit smoother than usual, and it glides on very easily. It's silicone based, so if you have oily skin, it works. But if you do sweat a lot, or if you're gonna wear it out on a hot summer day, I would not recommend it. I recommend the Rimmel London matte primer if you have sweaty skin, or if you are on the more oilier side. So I'm just using the Maybelline Superstay foundation. I don't remember the shade, but I'll put all the products that I use in my description box. And this shade is, I would say it's my shade, but it's on the darker side, and this helps when I do a highlight. It doesn't make my face too bright, so this helps balance out the tones that I'm using on my face. And yeah, this is a kind of on the cooler side. The undertone is kind of cool to me. I may be wrong. So yeah, so I'm just blending that out in my face, and you want to blend as much as possible. So now I'm going to highlight my face, which is I'm just going to highlight the underneath of my eyes, my chin, the middle of my forehead, and my nose with this LA Girl Pro Matte, I believe it is. Like I said, I'll put all the stuff in the description box. But this is the LA Girl Pro Matte not concealer, it's also a foundation. I didn't want to use too much concealers because, guys, I live in the tropics and it gets really hot. So I try to use as much matte foundations as possible, and I try not to use a concealer underneath my eyes because I do sweat in the T-zone of my face, and sweat and powder and foundation is just like a hot mess. So I just use foundation because it's lighter. So I'm just gonna dust my face, my entire face, with my Black Opal loose powder. And Black Opal is a great brand for dark skin. So it helps when you are using brands that cater to dark skin. That way you don't have any gray face, or you don't have that ghost look. So I'm using the Maybelline Shine Free setting powder. I'm gonna set the areas that I highlighted with the LA Girl Pro Matte foundation. So I'm just gonna put that underneath my eyes and on my chin, on my nose, and I'm not gonna use a lot. I am not baking. I am just setting the foundation that I put underneath my eyes to avoid any creasing or anything of the sort. So I'm just gonna put that everywhere where I use the foundation to highlight. And this is a very thin powder, so it's not thick and it's not yellow. It's kind of translucent, so it helps as well. So it doesn't take away from my dark skin. And I'm using this Ellen Tracy palette. I'm using a dark shade and a blush pink shade. I'm just gonna put that over my eyes. It's not really an eyeshadow look, but it adds more definition to the face, as well as it just my eyelids aren't bland, if I should say that. The brown in this palette was not dark enough for my skin tone, or it wasn't giving me the look that I wanted. So as you can see, it's barely showing. So I just went into my Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette and I used the brown shade. I don't remember. I'll put it in the description box. Okay, so after defining the top of my eyelids, I just went in with a black eyeliner pencil to outline my bottom lashes or bottom lash line, as well as I used it to shade my top lash line so that I can have more definition to the eyes. Because I've added all of that powder and foundation, my eyes look really small, so the black pencil would help it to pop a little bit. So I'm just taking my time with that because, I don't want to stick myself in the eye. But yeah, I just used it. I didn't do a wing. I just defined my lash line. So that's basically it. And then I went in with my mascara. I have some itty bitty lashes. But I went in with a mascara to prep my own lashes for the falsies that I will be putting on. So I'm just combing out the little hairs that I have on my eyelash, on the top lash, and on the bottom lash lines, and prepping that. It's always great to prep your eyelashes for falsies when you are putting them on. And that's because you've used so much powder, so your eyelashes become dusty or brown and basically not visible. So I'm just going to use these 3 lip glosses. I'm going to mix the colors together. 2 of them are Ellen Tracy, and the other is a clear Rose Petal lip gloss by Zaire's Lip Glosses JA. So you can follow them on Instagram to get your lip glosses. They're only $350. The rose lip gloss is $500, so it's pretty cheap, and that's Jamaican dollars as well. So it's very cheap. You can order them through Instagram, or you can order via WhatsApp. So just go to their page and check out those lip glosses. So I'm just lining my lips with a brown pencil so that to give my lips some more definition. So I'm a dark skinned girl, and I can wear any lip color I want. I just have to know how to blend and how to line my lips so that it doesn't look so weird. So I'm just doing a light contour on my nose using the same dark shadow that I used on my lids from my Juvia's Place palette, just to add a little definition to the face. And I didn't go in with a harsh contour because this is this is a basic foundation look, and I didn't want to go overboard with the contouring. So I just use this Milani face and body bronzer just to add a little shimmer to the face. It's not a highlight, but it does add a little pizzazz to the face. So that in itself just bring off the look a little bit more. This is optional, so if you don't want to use a highlighter or a bronzer, then you don't have to. I just like to glow, so it's definitely an option for me. So I'm just dusting that on my chin and on my forehead. So, and I went over it with the foundation brush so that it's not that harsh, and I dusted a little on the tip of my nose and on the bridge of my nose, and went over it with my foundation brush so that it's not so harsh. And I dusted a little on the top of my lips. So I am finished. I added my lashes, and I just sprayed with some setting spray. This is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Fix and Go primer and setting spray, but I just use it to cool down my face and to just basically minimize the harshness of the powders that I added, just to pull that look together. Okay, so this is the finished look. This is my foundation routine. I just threw on some lashes just to like give it that extra pop. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos, and have a beautiful day.